Want to give somebody the perfect gift? Don't give them what they want. By the end of this video, I'm going to go over how you can give the perfect gift to somebody and why you shouldn't give people what they ask on their wish list. For me, giving gifts has always been a really stressful part of my life because I never knew what kind of gift I was supposed to give people. I want to make sure it was something useful, something they wouldn't just throw away, that wouldn't be a waste of space, and yet something that was meaningful, that showed that I cared, something that would make them happy and like feel really good when they open the gift, and something that would show that I cared about them. Part of the reason why I don't like giving gifts is because I don't like getting gifts. Because I'm a pretty minimalist person, I don't like clutter, I don't like random items that I can't really use, that isn't really meaningful for me. And when people give me gifts, I'm pretty frustrated often because I don't know what I should do with them. I usually want to throw them away, but I don't want to put them in the trash. It just causes a lot of stress for me overall. So I think the main reason why people have so much trouble giving gifts is because they focus too much on the gift itself. They focus too much on the gift as a thing that you're giving somebody, when in actuality the best gifts is the experience of getting and using the gift. You want to get them something that you know they will enjoy, but it's also something they don't usually do in life. It needs to be a new experience, an experience that broadens their idea of what life can offer them. Whether they wanted to take up cooking and you want to remind them that they can be a cook by getting them a cookbook, or getting them a chopping board, or getting them a knife. If they've always wanted to be an artist, or you think that they would make an amazing artist, but they never really follow through with that, to get them that art set, to get them that set of paints, charcoals, pencils, and to open that experience for them. If you think that they could be a great writer and they've never really explored that in life, open that experience for them by getting that Moleskine, that fountain pen, that book on writing. Maybe you want to give them the experience of imagination. You want them to know what it feels like to be in a different world. That's when you get them that movie, that book, that audio tape. I think it's not a great idea to give people things that they have on their wish list, because if you just think about it, anything that somebody has on their wish list or something that they already need, it's not going to really broaden their experience. It's not really going to open their life and get them to see new things. And that's why when you receive a gift that you're expecting, it doesn't really do that much for you. Same with other types of gifts. For example, handmade gifts. Now, I love handmade gifts, and I'm always thinking about how to make something more personal. But I think back to a lot of the handmade gifts that I made, and I think about what impact they had on the person I gave them to. And I don't really think they were the right gift, because handmade gifts can often be something cool and pretty and thoughtful that you open, and that's pretty much it. It doesn't really broaden your experience. It doesn't really make you think of new things in life that you can do, that you can be. Now, where can handmade gifts actually fit into this equation? Well, if you had a handmade gift that could somehow trigger a memory in their mind of something that they were before in the past, or they've done before in the past that you think they need to be reminded of, or maybe a handmade gift that, if you're a good craftsman, that is an actual tool or a thing that they can use or play with that will trigger this new experience that they could interact with. Like, for example, if you somehow carve them a really beautiful chopping board and they don't usually cook, but they've always wanted to learn how to cook, you can open that experience for them by giving them something handmade. Now, I don't usually recommend giving money, but money can definitely open up possibilities too if it's enough money. So if maybe for kids, a certain amount of money might open up their experience by a lot. If they're adult, you might need a lot of money in order to open up their experience. So maybe money's not such a great option, or gift cards are not such a great option. I know I still avoid giving gifts to people because I like to keep things minimal, but I hope this was helpful for you guys. Let me know in the comment section below whether you liked this little tip, and if you have any other ideas about giving gifts to people, please comment in the section below. I'd love to hear about all of that, and make sure that you like and subscribe and follow me if you want to see more tips and breakdowns like this, and if you want to follow me on my journey to figuring out the mysteries of life. All right, peace. Keychains and coffee cups, gift cards and coasters, plastic cheap necklaces, bracelets. These are a few of the most useless things